What's happening, sports fans? We welcome you back to another episode of San Diego Prep Insider. Christian Pedersen. I'm going to move us over to camera shot number 2. This is, everyone calm down. We did not flip the image. They just naturally sat on the wrong sides of the studio. Tommy Morris is the one on the right.
I walked in first, and then I had to...
Tommy is the one on the right now, and Dave is the one on the left. They decided to confuse all of you by both wearing ostensibly the same outfit also.
Backwards hat day.
Backwards hat day.
Next time we'll coordinate and make it even worse. I almost wore a USA shirt too, but it would have been USA basketball.
Joining us on the Zoom is Bodie De Silva. Bodie, you want to say what's good?
Yeah, what's up, everyone?
We are going to have at least one, if not two, no-hitter throwers on the show today. But before we get to that, the top 10, this is ostensibly the Lions tournament edition of the show, as the Lions tournament has been huge and had a lot of great action. The top 10 has kind of changed again. We have more turmoil, more equity, a lot of fun. So, guys, I'm going to dial up our first guest. You guys, Dave, can we start with you for the top 10?
You got it. Well, quite the shakeup this week. My top team in the county lost twice. That was Saints. They lost twice to Scripps Ranch in league play, so they bounced down. So I've got my top 10 as such. I've got San Marcos in the number 1 slot. I've got Granite Hills number 2. I'm going to put Santana in the number 3 slot. They played a really, really good game against Saints yesterday. Unfortunately, they lost in a walk-off win. I'll talk about that in a little bit in the game balls. I've got Del Norte number 4, Torrey Pines number 5, East Lake 6. I'm going to drop Saints down to 7, La Costa 8, Canyon Crest still sitting nice at number 9, and Francis Parker at number 10. Their record's still fantastic at 14-2.
I'm proud to say I was in early on Parker as one of their, I had them like an OLI bubble team. So I'm going to update that in, hindsight. You can always paint a little bit rosier picture. Say I had them at number 3 to start the season. Dave. Yeah, I'm glad Bodie laughed at that. Thank you, Bodie. Tommy, what do you got?
I'm just going to add a little touch to it because I know Bodie's got his top 10 as well. I don't want to overwhelm people with the list. But I did warn you guys about the teams with bad records early that were good teams, right? Saw with Scripps. So
you sure did.
I wouldn't. There's a lot of teams still out there that I wouldn't rule out. So I'm looking at a lot of teams that are 7-6, 7-8 that are good quality baseball teams.
We're gonna put that on the poll at SD Prep Insider on Twitter, on Instagram is where you can find our polls. Are there a lot of teams that you still can't rule out?
Yeah, a ton of them. So that's all I want to say. I just want to brag a little bit.
Yeah, there's been a lot of movement, which is
not
fun
necessarily a top 10. You just want to brag. Deal.
I just want to brag.
General brag.
The Lions tournament, I think, especially is so much fun because you're going to get those out of section teams, but also you're going to get cross county matchups. And so, anyways, San Marcos at number 1 for me. They only have the 1 loss, the 1 tie. Offensively, when they're playing at home, if you don't score 10 runs, you're probably not going to beat them. Granite Hills at number 2 for me, although they're coming off a loss yesterday. Santana's at number 3, same situation, really good team, but they did lose to Saints yesterday. Torrey Pines is at number 4. They bounced back from Monday's loss with a big win over Granite Hills yesterday. I have Saints at number 5. They ended the losing streak, beat Santana. I have East Lake at number 6. I mean, you can never count them out. We saw what they did in playoffs last year, just sneaking in. Del Norte at number 7. I got my first viewing of them yesterday, a really good win down at Steel Canyon. The wind was blowing, and they really, to hold Steel Canyon to 2 at home was really impressive. Francis Parker, for me, makes their debut at number 8. Took me a few weeks to jump in, but I think they're just a really good team. Rancho Bernardo's there at number 9. And then I have La Costa Canyon there at number 10. A couple teams, not great records in league, but I think the Coastal League this year is as good of a league as we've seen in several years. So they'll be battle tested.
Appreciate that, Bodie. Once again, Bodie joins us on behalf of Scorebook Live, the official digital content provider for everything high school sports that you've ever wanted, except that we just really only want Bodie because we want our San Diego section coverage. Bodie, I had a quick question. You were rattling off a lot of things there. Who held Steel Canyon to only 2 at home?
Del Norte, really impressive. Junior pitcher Chris DePrima. It was a little wild, walked 5, but only 1 hit. They had to take him out. He hit his pitch limit with 1 out to go in the game, and Del Norte got the big 3-2 win there.
That's so brutal, hitting the pitch count with 1 out left.
Yeah.
Well, so I just want to put this on the poll then, is after holding Steel Canyon to only 2 runs at home, should Del Norte's pitching staff replace the Padres? Yes or no?
Anyone who's been down to Steel Canyon, it's like down the line in left field's 280, and the way the wind was moving yesterday, I was shocked there were not 10 home runs. I mean, I thought the ball was going to be flying, but both pitchers did their job.
Is that now the most ridiculous fence that we have in the game? Because forever it was Claremont with their 87-foot left field fence that was both 87 feet tall and 87 feet away from home plate.
Old school Horizon, before it shut down, played it like a little league field. That one was by far.
Christian's one that's always fun to me because the dimensions of having the football field. It's like you get some of those alleys can be 400, and then down the lines are a little weird. And then the San Marcos left field is like a jet stream.
I don't know if you guys, I might be a little bit old for this throwback, but I don't know if you remember old school Crawford. Right field
I played
was a fence at the bottom. That was a ground rule double fence. And then at the top of the hill was the home run fence, which was literally like a poke away.
Is the boy still Maryland's?
Yes. Yeah.
That's kind of a goofy one.
My question was comically short. I get what you guys are saying. Odd dimensions. Mine was just who is the notable short porch, quote unquote, in San Diego right now? Because
East Lake, San Marcos.
Because I remembered it as whenever you would go play in Claremont, and maybe I was just the only one that played at Claremont out of any of this, but they had that fence that was so tantalizingly close that everybody changed their approach, and you had everyone just trying to pull the ball. But it was also that the fence was 90 feet tall, and you had to hit like a 400-foot home run to get over it.
When I was in high school.
Do tell.
No, it's okay.
Wait.
I don't want to know. It involved something wild happening to the other team. I don't want to embarrass them, so I'm not going to say.
Tommy, that's the worst start to a story you've ever said. I have a great story, but I can't tell.
Sorry.
Considering everything else that you have ever told us on this story. Guys, our first guest of the show is going to be joining us any second now, but until then, Bodie, can you give us some game balls?
Yeah, let me.
Or Bodie needs to filibuster. Who got game balls?
Oh, I got some game balls. I got 4 of them. Can I go first?
Yeah, please.
Speaking of Lions tournament, how about Ben Lyons from Rancho Bernardo? He's got a nice little on-base percentage the last 4 games of .563 and a home run, so good for him. Ben Overeem from Olympian, 9 for 14, 8 RBIs on a 5-game hit streak currently for the Eagles. Hugo Tafoya, don't know if he's related to Michelle Tafoya, but that's the only other Tafoya I've ever heard. From Southwest EC.
Works for me.
Yeah, I don't know. Probably not, but I don't know. 9 or more strikeouts in all 5 of his starts, so he is on fire on the mound. Maybe another one the Padres might want to look at. And Talon Gardini from Patrick Henry, 18 strikeouts and only 1 earned run his last 2 starts.
Okay.
I love the. Oh, that's not my shot. That's Bodie. Hi, Bodie. Hi, me. I love the Lions tournament for every reason that you guys have so far said. Of it's great to have we win against non-section teams, we get new cool rivalries here in San Diego, but also for some reason it seems to bring out the best baseball in everybody, and I don't understand it because I almost feel like some people pitch their no-hitters or best games or play their most electric stuff right now instead of at the playoffs.
I think it's just like tournament mode in general.
3 no-hitters just yesterday.
Yeah.
It's unreal.
Wait, 3? Okay, well, because we
we
only invited 2 of them.
Yeah.
There's going to be 1 kid super hurt right now. Who?
Oceanside as well. I will grab a name.
So I'm just going to send the Zoom link to the Oceanside High School one and just say, hey.
That's their second one of the year, isn't it? I know they had one earlier this year.
I think you're right. Let's see.
They had one. I think it was like the first week we were giving out game balls. I could have
Also,
sworn.
Oceanside baseball 13-3, so maybe they need to make an appearance here.
I don't know. No hitters are crazy. Padres did it. I'm gonna stop talking about the Padres. Actually,
They're listing 4
All right,
no-hitters.
you done with your game balls?
sorry.
You want me to do? I'll do game balls real quick.
Yeah,
All right.
Brooks,
some
Brooks
love.
Lang is going to be here eventually, he said. But, we might be getting... You might
in
No,
class.
I can toss out some game
Hey,
balls.
well, no, Tommy, in class has not stopped anybody yet.
Yeah,
Didn't
stop us at all.
I am genuinely worried about some of these kids and their academic careers. Dave, you got game balls. Fire 'em
Yeah,
off.
let's do it. I want to throw some love this week out to Santana. They've been playing some fantastic baseball. I want to highlight some individuals on that team. Caleb Harris, he's an infielder pitcher. He's got a .54 ERA. Coda Alta, pitcher, 1.56 ERA. Big reason why their offense is leading the charge. I mean, I think that's huge when they got a couple guys along with Ethan Mutau. He's got a 2.33 ERA, so really giving the hitters a chance to perform, not putting a ton of pressure on them, not throwing up big 6 or 7 spots early, and the hitters are in a big hole. So that's probably got to be comforting. And then I want to highlight some of the hitters. Ethan Wright, utility player, he's hitting 500 for Santana. Elijah Reber, he's hitting 417. And Jaden Agramont.
Oh, you nailed it.
368. He's peppering the ball all fields, man. Love it. Love to see these guys at Santana doing well. They had a tough loss yesterday to Saints. It was a very, very tight game. Unfortunately, Frank Carney had another big 3-run bomb for Saints to tie the game, and then Frankie Giacalone came up the bottom half of the inning.
Frankie's got a new nickname, by the way.
To walk off the game.
He's now Frankie 7 dates.
Frankie's now hit a home run.
He's got 7 dates to prom.
And he's got a walk-off sack fly.
Tommy, I think you stepped out last week.
In 2 weeks.
But we called him up, and the last question was, did that home run get him a date to prom? And he said, yeah, now I've got 7. And I think he meant that he's taken all 7 to prom with him. So
does he have 7 home runs?
No, I think just 1 home run counted.
Every home run he gets another one?
Well, no, I think if you hit a jack shot dead center at Petco as a high school kid, you get 7 dates.
What's more exciting, an actual walk-off home run or a sack fly where a relay play has to be made, and then a head-first dive at home, and the catcher literally had the ball in time. He dropped the ball, boom, safe, game over.
Like a league of their own situation?
That was the game.
The only way that question can even be close, in my opinion, because I absolutely walk-off home run, you get to just celebrate.
But it's not as exciting.
I mean, what I was going to say is
that's action.
The play at the plate has to be out. That's the only one that can be even in the exciting.
No, because if it's out, then the game continues.
No, it's over.
If it's a tie, I think we got a caller.
Oh, let's go! Let's go! All right. No idea if you can hear us, but folks, please welcome to the show. As he connects to his audio, Brooks Lang. Brooks, congratulations on throwing a no-hitter. You have a sign over your shoulder that says champions behave like champions before they were champions. I hope you don't do that. I hope you're here to brag and flex and tell us all about what it was like to throw that no-hitter. Congratulations. Walk us through how much your life has changed. Are you taller, faster, smarter? Is everything better in life now that you've thrown a no-hitter?
Well, yeah, this is my first no-hitter, and I was very excited. It was a really big accomplishment because this was the first no-hitter by a solo pitcher for Country Day, so I was pretty excited about that.
At what point in the game did you kind of figure out what was going on, and did people stay away from you, or did you want people to talk to you? What was your ritual
the superstition?
There? Yeah, what was it?
Yeah, so people thought that I didn't know that it was a no-hitter because I don't know, and then the game kind of ended because we were beating them 14-0, so they ended it in the 6th inning, and then we were like, oh well, that's the game. So it was a no-hitter, and I wasn't exactly sure, but I knew I was like, yeah, no one hit the ball, like yeah, that's a no-hitter. That's crazy.
Brooks, Coach Ring here. Are you still swinging it like you used to back in the day, or are they DHing for you?
Yeah, they're DHing for me. I'm still trying to get my at bats, but yeah, I'm still trying to work on that.
Wait, so does you throwing a no hitter allow you to petition Coach? Coach, hey, I figured. Coach, I figured this side of it out. I'm done. Like I have no.
My confidence is at an all-time high. It couldn't get any better right now. This is your chance. Yeah, you might want to slip that in, and you could tell him that you hit with me when you were like 10 and 11, and that might add some add some clout for sure, and be like, dude, Coach Ring and I did some drills when we were like 12. I think I remember them still.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna ask my coach because we have a game today, and I haven't got an AB yet, but I've been really I'm trying to hit bombs in practice.
Exactly.
Guys say I'm the best BP hitter, so I just want to bring that on the field.
Hey, fake it till you make it.
So
Yeah.
so I'm curious, Brooks, have you seen the LSU Todd Peterson interview? Does that name mean anything to you?
Is that when he's the PO and he hits a bomb?
Yeah, he's the pitcher who lied to his coach and said,
Yep.
"Yeah, I hit tanks in high school." That's all you need to do.
That's
you need to say, "Coach, I hit tanks in middle school. I hit moonshots. I was breaking fences. The only reason I'm a PO is it wasn't fair." That's the line tomorrow.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking, actually. Yeah.
Deal. And if coach gives you grief, tell him that 3 dudes running a high school podcast would like a word with him. And I'm sure he will totally respect that.
I'm going to give you a chance to give some credit to some of the teammates. Were there any defensive plays that you thought that might be the one, and then somebody made a great play? I'm going to give you a chance to give some shout-outs.
Oh, yeah. So Jake Altman, my shortstop, he made some great plays. My right fielder, Alvaro Partida, he made some really good catches. Johnny Letzo, he was at third, made some good plays. It was overall a solid game. And my catcher, it first started out with Jake Bold for the first, I believe 5 innings. And then, the other catcher, Van Coughlin, he came in to catch me, and he was really nervous. He was like,
I was about to say, he's like, it's on him if he gets messed up at that point.
Wait. That feels like you're throwing off the mojo potentially. Or is he the closer catcher? Like, is that a new thing in positional baseball that La Jolla Country Day is trying to revolutionize?
I mean, Coach Edmonds is a genius, so I wouldn't put it past him.
Yeah, instead of a closer pitcher, it's a closer catcher.
Maybe that's gonna be the new thing. But he had a great game. He didn't start the game, but his first AB he had a home run, so that was really good.
Tanks, man.
Yeah,
Dingers.
we had a lot of home runs. We had Chris Esquivel. He got a nice home run. It was just a great game. It was a great game.
So what does this do for you guys right now in the season? I mean, I know that you want to just say the most cliche thing of, hey, we're moving on to the next game, but is this a momentum swing? Does this help set you guys up a little bit for the second half of the year?
I hope so. I think teams will kind of, because I'd say we're pretty under the radar, and I feel like teams will kind of, it'll open their eyes and kind of see that, oh yeah, Country Day, they can be a threat.
Last question: how often are you checking the St. Louis Cardinals box scores?
I wouldn't say that often, but I know my coach John Edmond, his son plays there, and so that's really cool.
Does he have the stream on during practice? When
Tommy Edmond's not even a name. Tommy Edmond is just John Edmond's son. That's how little this kid has now thrown a no-hitter, and he's just like, okay, yeah, John Edmond's son is a human being to me. He goes, no. Once you throw a no-hitter, no one who's ever won a Silver Slugger or Gold Glove means anything. Oh man, that's a great one. Hey, got one question for you. Just baseball players not particularly known as rough, tumble, physical dudes. Usually a baseball team, when they go out to fight and the bench is clear,
Yeah.
As a descendant of one of the most savage Czech hockey players in history, do you feel like you're capable of, if a baseball fight did break out, you know how to go shirt, glove, stick, and really throw down?
Yeah, I think my first move would be shirt over.
Shirt
the
off,
head.
yeah, that's the
Let's
move.
go.
Mighty Ducks.
Yeah, by
What
the
is
way,
it? Gloves, shirt. What is it?
Brooks, I told him.
I said shirt, glove, stick. That's the
Oh,
reference
shirt, glove,
I made.
stick. That's what
God,
okay.
you guys listen to me. You listen less than my wife does to me.
Sorry.
I told him your dad was a savage, Brooks. By the way, this was all on the pre-show text chain last night.
Yeah, we went. Admittedly, Brooks, we went down a deep Google hole last night. So I appreciate you entertaining us all, folks. Look, we got to get. What's the next time you're out on the mound?
I'm not exactly sure, but I know we have a game tomorrow or today and tomorrow. But I don't think
today feels a little quick to be back out there after a no-hitter. Enjoy that for a day or two.
Arm's a little sore, but I think I'll be out there on next week on. I believe our game.
The arm's sore, but I think you're good to hit though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, okay.
Maybe I'll get an at bat today.
We will tweet the next time out that you and post on our Instagram the next time people can go catch you.
Okay, perfect.
Out there pitching. We really appreciate it. And if nothing, just at practice, Just take one BP swing, send it to me, and we'll edit the ball flying and exploding. And
okay, yeah, I definitely will.
We'll waste a lot of time just making content in that direction as opposed to covering anything that's actually going on in the section. Thank you so much for being on with us, Brooks. We really appreciate it. Congratulations again on throwing the no-hitter. If you want to stick around and compare your no-hitter to Hunter Cates' no-hitter from Bishops, would be happy to see if that's still a rivalry. If not, you have a great
That
rest
could be a
of your
head-to-head
day.
matchup later.
It could be.
I'm really good friends with Hunter. So
then stick around for a second. He'll be on any side. Okay. He is on right now as we.
Oh, perfect.
This is the first time we've ever had two athletes from different schools be friends.
Is Hunter going to be surprised?
Yeah,
I think
I would assume that Hunter Cates is confused because I just had Cole go hunt him down right now on campus, and
there he is.
Hunter Cates,
the
man, the myth, the legend, the second of two no-hitter. Oh, look at all these kids showing up with professional backgrounds. He is connected to audio. His name is Hunter Cates. Hunter, hello.
Let's figure it out.
Is he in there?
Hunter?
Yeah.
Hey, Hunter, what's up?
Good to see you guys.
Hunter, congratulations on the no-hitter. We are also joined, I don't know if you can see it on the Zoom, but we're joined by Brooks Lang from La Jolla Country Day, and he's here to compare his no-hitter to your no-hitter. So, Hunter, tell us a little bit about your game yesterday, man. Congratulations. Say that again?
Well, mine was 7 innings. I thought Brooks was only 6. I don't know if that
That's true. That's true. I was trying to let the umpires end the game, but they just Coronado was just getting absolutely destroyed. So they just wanted to call the game, I guess.
Oh, that's perfect. So, Hunter, congratulations. I got your stats texted to me yesterday of 12 Ks. How's the arm feeling after 12 Ks and, as you pointed out, a full 7 innings?
The arm's okay. It was only 88 pitches, so not too bad. We'll definitely be ready for next week and hopefully something like that. I know Brooks and I pitched against each other earlier this season, and that was super fun. So it was kind of nice. We were able to do this on the same day. Pretty special for both of us.
I'm going to ask you the same question I asked Brooks. At what point did you realize what was going on, and what was the ritual there? No talking, keep talking. What was going on through your head?
It was probably the 4th inning where we kind of realized that I had it going, and most people were quiet. And then my third base were like, "Hunter, no hitter. That's crazy. Keep it going." I was like, "Oh my god! All right, so that guy's gonna hit it."
Wait. Was this someone that was playing or a fan?
This is someone that was playing.
It kind of breaks up. It kind of breaks up the tension, though. Then you can blame someone if it goes wrong. So he's giving you an out.
And then our sound guy who does all the walk-up songs and stuff always plays the song "Closing Time" for the 7th inning, and he didn't play it. He was like, "I don't want to jinx it." I was like, "No, man, you got to play it. It's tradition." So that was funny that he played that.
First off, Hunter, I give you full permission, and this is as the official show stance on this. If anything ever goes wrong with your season, just blame Cole Simons. Anything. It is the most. He's the easiest person at that school to blame. He is the source of all their shortcomings as a football program.
Unintended.
Their freshman that was really good, Tommy. I appreciate that one. He is the freshman basketball program fell apart under his tutelage this year, and even if you guys win a CIF championship, it's his fault that you guys let up runs or something in the playoffs. Just know that it's always his fault. Okay, deal.
Yeah.
All right, as long as we're on the same page. So, what is your walk-up song then during the game? Because it sounds like you're allowed to hit, unlike someone else on this show.
Oh. Oh, yes. So for travel ball, I'm usually a PO, and then we show up to Bishops, and I'm our 4-hitter.
That might explain why you didn't 10-run rule the game early. If not. So
yeah, I usually walk up to "Your Love" by the Outfield. It's a classic.
Okay, how did you arrive at that?
And then on the mound, I don't know. I kind of like the little baseball artist name, the Outfield. Hopefully that's where I'm going to put it. But I like just one of the old classics. Even though my teammates tell me I need to get some future Gunna, I'm like, nope, I'm sticking with the 80s. You can deal with it.
I like it. I like it a lot. Brooks, if you had a walk-up song,
pitcher song.
what would it be?
Well, my pitcher song, I had a couple of them yesterday. I had some 21 Savage, but and then I switched it up to what was it? I think I played some Bees Gees, some Staying Alive. I had that. And then I think I also had
But
one
you
more
had
song.
Staying Alive during a no-hitter?
What?
You were playing Staying Alive during a no-hitter?
Yeah.
Keeping it alive. That's ballsy. That's
Now that I think about it, I didn't even think about that, but now I see that it's Staying Alive. Yeah,
So he has the self-awareness to know that he can say, yes, guys, I know that I'm throwing a no-hitter, but not the irony of song choices.
Right.
Like that's the deciding line of focus there. I like that. I appreciate
Then
that.
I had another song, Stay Fly. I forgot who it's by, but
3-6 Mafia.
yeah, that one. And then I think I played that one.
I was going to say
twice.
credit to Tommy for the one
Hey,
pop
what?
culture reference he gets.
Anything
the 3-6 Mafia show.
anything before 2010, I'm good. Everything after that, I have no idea. I think my brain stopped working in 2010.
Okay.
Yeah,
It's a plausible theory I have.
Hunter, is there anyone you want to give some love to, defensively
Yes.
from the game that
Yeah,
you
yes,
pitched?
please.
Oh yeah, my shortstop Jake Molinar with a couple plays. We had a freshman Ian Brown in center field with the catch to seal it, which was great to see. I think he'll be great. Our team has at least 8 freshmen and 3 of them start, so we got a good program coming. And my first baseman Rhett LaRocca made a couple good plays over there, so definitely a team effort for sure.
Bruce.
Yeah, apologies. Our intern's making noise in the background. Someone has arrived at our studio's front door. Guys, thank you so much for being on with us. We doubly appreciate it considering what a big day this is, and I'm sure that all sorts of media people are hounding down your door. So before we let you guys go, what class did we get you out of to get here? What teachers do we owe apologies to for your appearances on the show?
Right now, I'm supposed to be in math class, so
Nice. Well,
Unless you like math class.
just know that math class counts up to you got all 18 outs. You're good. That's the only number you need to know.
Brooks, why do you look like you're visiting the nurse?
I don't know.
Wait, also, are we breaking news? Did Jackie Robinson graduate from Country Day?
No, I don't think he did. I'm in our clubhouse right now though, so this
Okay,
was the
not the
quietest-
nurse's office.
Well,
just to clarify.
We're gonna put it on the poll at SD Prep Insider on Twitter, on Instagram as we say goodbye to you guys. Did you know that Jackie Robinson potentially graduated from La Jolla Country Day? Thank you guys so much. Congratulations again, and
Thank you, boys.
We will now make sure that this becomes a postseason game. That you guys face off for a big duel down the line. Thank you guys again for being on with us.
Perfect.
And we'll talk to you guys soon.
Thank you so much.
All right, thank you
All right.
guys. Appreciate it.
Yeah, appreciate it. Thank you again also to Bodie De Silva for contributing as much as he did to those interviews.
Yes, sir.
It is always great to hear from Bodie during this process as we see them still logging off in the background. I mean, you guys are welcome to stick around for the rest of the show if you want.
Yeah, the show's pretty lit, guys. You can stay.
We're
for
gonna
sure.
keep moving on though. Did we get? Thank you guys. Did we get game balls in from everybody? Did Bodie
Just need to finish dingers, and
Well,
that's all I got left.
I think we might have.
lost.
Bodie's had about 12 minutes to 15 minutes out of filibuster for his 4 game balls. If not,
The audio keeps chopping up, and
deal.
I don't need to cut in when you guys are asking questions. It's all good.
Bodie, you also don't need to get defensive. I'm just messing with you, man. I know that we are a horribly run and produced show, and it's all good. So, Bodie, you got any game balls, any shout outs,
Yeah, I
or
have
any
a few.
pitches to what people can check out on Scorebook Live that you're writing?
Yeah, Nico Newhand from Maranatha Christian, a huge week. Last week against Orange Glen, in 2 wins, he had 7 hits, and that includes 4 home runs and 2 doubles. So he was launching the ball. Kyle Becker from Del Norte had a grand slam. Saw him have another big 2-run double for them yesterday for Del Norte. We talked about Frankie from St. Augustine, 3 doubles in the home run down in the game at Petco Park. Jimmy Roman from Hoover had 7 hits in 2 games last week against Kearney, including 2 doubles.
Let's go for a Hoover shout out. Let's go. That's awesome.
Shane Bailey from Christian, 3 hits, a double, and a stolen base in their shutout against Claremont.
Man, shutouts, no hitters, everything going crazy this week. That also includes, we have now had a full-blown shakeup in the girls lacrosse side of everything, as Granite Hills has moved into the 3rd overall spot and is taking on Torrey Pines this week with potential to move them up 2nd and or even 1st in the county. So if Coach Simons, she's now Coach Pedersen, but if Coach Pedersen would ever like to come on the show, now would be a good time. Her mic might not work though. We'll see. What's that?
My ears are broken.
Yeah.
It's loud.
It's loud.
Well, I had to project back to, she's in the production office back
Yes.
there. So Dave and his dingers,
Whoa.
they are the best show.
We should yell for that. Dave Stingers!
It's now time to introduce the best segment in the history of the world, Dave's Dingers!
Thank you.
So every week, Dave Ring talks to us about the tanks, moonballs, yard work, daddy shots, big hacks, deep flies,
Yahtzee.
and wall scrapers. We allow those too.
Yeah.
Dave, what do you got this week for us?
Dude, I got to lead it off with San Marcos team stats on Dave's Dingers.
Okay, so we're saying this is now all of San
Just-
Marcos High School's varsity team.
This is their team stats.
In how many games are you trying to tell us that they've done this?
Goodness.
This is what, about 15
they're
games?
They're 13 and 1 and 1.
Okay,
So that's 15.
15 games. I said that. Let's go.
That's pretty good. That's pretty
Let's
good.
go.
All right.
So in 15 games, the San Marcos Knights baseball team has
35 home runs as a squad, 41 doubles, 6 triples.
So what is their team slugging percentage?
Oh.
250 million?
Oh.
Well, I'll tell you what. Their team batting average is 377. So that's insane, right? That means their on-base percentage probably is close to 400.
So wait, so a 377 batting average and how many home runs? You said 32?
35 home runs in 15 games. They're number 1 on Dave Stinger's list today. And I'll have to go to my list to get some individual highlights here. If you go to my Instagram, DR Player Development, you'll be able to see one of the home runs in the Lions tournament yesterday by Jay Lee. He's a junior at Rancho Bernardo, big-time hitter. Dude's got some really good quickness. I'm excited to watch him kind of progress over the next couple of years. Colby Podrats at Classical Academy hit a nice jack yesterday. He's got 3 home runs now. I also wanted to highlight, let's see here, Dante Pacheco at Mar Vista. He's got 2 home runs, along with Tyler Wick now, the Oregon commit at Francis Parker. He's a freshman with 2 home runs also. Moving up the ladder, we've got Diego Pena at Escondido Charter. He's got 4 home runs. Also at another small school, really impressed with Nico Newhan. He's got 6 home runs. He's at Maranatha Christian. And fortunately, guys, we are blessed to watch a guy by the name of Ryan Rivera. He's got 12 home runs. He's leading the state in home runs.
I'm just going to put it on the
Entire
poll
state.
at SD Prep Insider on Twitter, on Instagram. All hail Ryan Rivera.
Leading the state
Seems like
in
it.
dongs. In
No, I'm
Yahtzees.
not gonna ask on the poll if Ryan Rivera is leading the state in dongs. That might get misinterpreted, but
True. True. But man, the guy's having quite the year. They got plenty of baseball left to play. Exciting season for these guys. Brett Williams, also another guy at San Marcos who's got 4 home runs. He's contributed to that humongous 35 number. It's unreal.
So I'm not gonna put Bodie on the spot because I'm a terrible friend when I continuously do this to him. But at the beginning of the year, we had talked about out the gate, it felt like we'd hit a lot of home runs
Yeah.
as a section. Maybe next week we look at totaling them up post the Lions tournament, but
Yeah, I
Like,
do have one piece of information
Yeah.
I pulled up so I can share in terms of historically with the home runs and San Marcos being at 35 right now. I have the all-time record for team home runs in a season. 1999 Eastlake and 2000 Rancho Bernardo each had 75.
They could get close.
Wow.
was Adrian Gonzalez on that
He
East
would have
Lake?
been on the 99 team, yeah.
Okay. And
Well,
was
yeah,
anybody
his
was
brother.
anybody on that Rancho Bernardo team of note?
I believe I'd have to look back, but
Hank
there was
Blaylock.
definitely a first round pick. I'm just blanking on a name.
Because we are now in like that's like elite territory if we're talking all-time greats led by all-time greats.
Yeah. Well, and then I'll go on more numbers, but the record for triples in a season, Holtville had 26, which seems like what was San Marcos at?
We didn't do Dave didn't do triples.
Yeah,
he did double.
I
Oh,
think
you
it
did.
was only 6, I think.
Yeah, it wasn't that many.
Oh,
but
okay.
San Marcos, their backs are going to be sore
Yeah,
carrying
they'd
this
rather
whole
launch it over the wall.
country.
So.
Well, we know. Also, your numbers on triples are wrong because according to Tommy, Emilio Luna from Castle Park had about 16 trillion triples the last couple of years.
Yeah, that guy had a lot of triples. Well, for those, you need a field that has either no fence or just like
True.
a huge field for no reason.
Yeah.
And Holtville seems like the type of school, especially a smaller school where maybe you don't have the best kids in the outfield. It's like a triples just machine, that field.
The next closest team total for dingers is 15. Maranatha Christian.
Okay, so maybe we aren't having that great of a year. Maybe
Hank-
this is a false flag of a year. Like we feel like we're having a great year.
Hank Blaylock drafted in the 99 draft out of Rancho Bernardo.
So that would have been, he was the 99 season. Yeah. 'cause
Hank
you drafted
Blaylock is
that
a San
summer.
Diego product.
Yeah. Doesn't the last name sound familiar?
Yeah, no, it's just of all the names that I've ever associated with programs, that was one that has slipped until now. Like I just genuinely didn't know that.
I think isn't his uncle the coach at Rancho Bernardo? Or is that
No.
it's his uncle, isn't it?
Formerly.
Yeah. He's
They're not related?
No,
No,
he's no
not
longer
not
the
that he used to
coach.
formerly be his uncle.
Oh, no.
It's that
I
he's
mean,
not
I
the
think that
coach
it's a
anymore.
coincidence. It's the same
something
name?
like that. They're related for sure. I don't know
Yes.
if it's how they're related, but yes.
I like Bodie having to clarify that he wasn't,
Coach Blaylock
he wasn't
at RB.
formerly his uncle.
Yes.
Yeah. and
Oh,
then
former coach.
runs-
Okay, I see. Okay, no, I see what you're saying now, buddy.
Home runs in a season. El Capitan, Chris Walston in 2002 had 22. So be a little tough, but we'll see.
No,
Ryan's
and
got
I'm
some
not.
time left.
I'm not here to try and push that narrative because
Yeah.
we saw what happened last year with Marcelo. Marcelo was hot out the gate, and then he just got walked for 9 weeks. Like
Yeah.
that, I don't think those numbers will ever necessarily be something that you can independently judge. But the team one and section one is just fascinating because I don't remember a groundswell of a year where we were like every week there's like we could pick 3 parts of the county and be like there's
Totally.
dingers all over.
Well,
the
yeah,
People
that
forget
team
that
pace
Chris
is good.
Walston had 11 home runs in 2005 in the Midwest League.
It is interesting looking at some of the
that's
What?
Adrian Gonzalez in 99 had 15 on his own. Mark Pryor in 98 had 15. Some of these names that have gone on.
I was-
Okay,
I was- I
wait.
witnessed-
Hold on. I've got like 3 poll questions in my head right now. Let's start with
Yeah.
Bodie. Bodie, you said that Pryor had 15. And,
I
and who
witnessed
else?
one of those.
1998, Mark Pryor had 15 home runs for Uni.
Yeah, he hit one over the USD scoreboard when I was playing shortstop at the old USD field.
A year later, Adrian Gonzalez had 15 for Eastlake. In 2008, Matt Serta, who had never made it to the majors, but a great Little League player and minor league player, had 16 for Oceanside. There's a notable name.
Okay, no, I just needed those first 2, and
I
then
like that.
And then Tommy, I need your person who was the.
Chris, I already got it.
It's okay. We'll check up to it.
Chris Walston.
Adrian. I'm doing so poorly at spelling.
No, Chris Walston. I don't know.
Gonzalez.
Don't put
had
that name because I think I
15.
might have looked up the wrong Chris. There's a
And
lot of Chris
Adrian
Walstons.
Gonzalez
apparently.
was not even the leading home run hitter on that Eastlake team.
Really?
That belonged to Marco Gonzalez, who had 18.
Ah,
Jeez. Crazy.
The wind was definitely flowing out that year.
Oh yeah. Let's boil it down to the wind that Adrian. Yeah,
It was El Nino
was a windy
that year.
year.
was it an El Nino that it was a high weather pressure system.
global warming had just begun.
Yeah, all of Ryan Rivera. That'll be our last poll for the day because things have got a tad bit out of hand. But is Ryan Rivera's home run total reflective of global warming? Will be our last poll question for the day at
That's
SD
not gonna rile
Prep
anybody up.
Insider.
At
No,
all.
no. I've only posted one poll question that's ever really riled people up. Our poll questions from the show, just nobody knows what the hell's going on. Nobody cares or knows. They just like voting on
One
it.
time you even were checked in if you were okay or not.
Yeah, thanks to Vincent Santos and oh man, who was his other lineman that he was there with? the other guy who was the Eastlake. They were the left guard and left
Not
tackle
Billy
that
Dunkel,
year.
was it?
No, it was Santos and the big black kid.
Booth? Jalen Booth?
Now he was at San Diego High, right?
Yeah, they called themselves the Twin Towers.
What was Jalen Booth?
No, I'm gonna find it. But they sat in on our show, and we got to the point where Vincent Santos, I was afraid, was gonna get us cut off air, even though 1090 had no FCC regulators at that point, because he was talking about Samoans eating horses and all sorts of stuff that I was just like, all right, we're going down this path because I'm physically scared of you, but let's go. Bodie, anything that you can tell the people to go check out?
We'll have more coverage from Lions games, and then we don't know the schedule tomorrow, but I'll be at some of those as well, and then working on the top catchers list in San Diego, so another really good position of strength.
Are top state lists for baseball, or is it just section by section?
There will be state, but we're working on sections before we go into the state lists.
I love seeing the state lists as it, football, we get a couple, basketball, we get none, baseball, we get like legitimately well represented as a state level there. Once again, you can check everything out from Bodie at SB Live CA. That's the company website. You can also find Bodie at SD Preps on Twitter, on Instagram, and on the freeway. Guys, anything else that we missed this week from high school sports?
No, go watch some baseball. Lots of baseball to watch.
Deal.
Lots of really good teams in town from all over the country.
Anything for you, Tommy?
Good, man. Season's in full swing, literally.
I'm looking up 2016 Eastlake football real quick, just because I want to get this name right before we get out of here.
League play will return next week, and then we're a couple weeks away from playoffs. So
that's delightful. And also, we're even less time away from playoffs for the non-baseball sports, as everything kind of sneaks up on us. Oh my gosh, they have no names. Oh, that's the 22, 23.
It's like the
I'm on here, fall 17, 18 maybe.
You might want to go back one more. I don't know. I don't remember.
You said what name, Tommy?
I was wrong because I think I said a player went to San Diego High.
Who did you say though? Did you say? I'm trying to think.
It's not correct.
Oh man, Mike Pietla-Wiggs. I missed that guy. Let's go to the 70s. Jalen Graham is the name that is on here.
That might have been it.
So that means that. Oh no, it was Levante Webb. It was Levante. It was Levante Webb. That's who the show was that Tommy so fondly remembers. That it wound up with my mental health being checked on. Was the one time that I had Levante Webb and Vincent Santos in the studio together. And on that throwback note that absolutely nobody cared about, we will say thank you.
All hail Ryan Rivera.
All hail Ryan! All hail Ryan Rivera! I gotta do the take me to your
Go check out the polls.
Take me to your leader. Take me to Ryan Rivera.
See your votes.
Talk to you guys later, sports fans.